If you go properties, you want to see the. What do you want? You want property list?
She's quite quick.
She runs everywhere.
Quicker than she used to be.
I stand up to go do something, you're already 10 steps ahead.
Where are you going now? You turning round?
Take your time, Liz. No rush. Take your time. If you've got to stop, you can stop.
Basically, she was with us in February. That's once again here. I think early morning.
Do you want that?
Hey everybody, thanks for joining another episode of Total Ramblings. As you will have just seen from that clip, Liz is walking quite fast up and down the hallway now with a frame. Didn't need to sit down. This is good. She's also able to eat a little bit now. So it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since she had the rig tube stored in her stomach, and her primary source of food, nutrition, is through that tube. But also she is now able to eat tomato soup, custard if it's smooth. She was on Weetabix for breakfast for a couple of days, but the fibres I think got caught in her throat, so she's kind of on porridge now. So she's able to eat a little bit. She can also drink small amounts of tea, so we're getting there. They don't even have the oxygen saturation monitor on her anymore. So really, we're in another one of those eternal holding patterns while we wait for the next phase to find out what happens. Is she, I keep saying, it's my verbal tick, I am sorry. So that they can decide whether she's going to a nursing home, for how long, for rehab, etc., and where that might be. I suspect it'll be a little bit further away than the hospital is from the bunker, so I might have to take it in turns to go with, Liz's mum going one day, me going another day. I think it might be a bit too much to go every day. I still plan on going to the hospital every day while she's in hospital, but I do need to probably get back to full-time working at some point, even if I do 8 till 4 with no break and do my 8 hours and then go. So it's been an interesting sort of week for me. Alice woke me up Friday morning to say she hadn't heard her alarm and could I give her a lift to work. I bloody well heard her alarm, and I'm in the next room. She had 2 of them going off at one point. I should have got up and said, "Are you getting up?" But I didn't. I failed to do so. Anyway, I took her to work, and unfortunately there's this tiny little sort of car park / turning / waiting area, and I am very rubbish at parking this car, and I accidentally reversed into a guy's car. He was in it. I mean, like, the scratches rubbed out of his car, there's literally nothing, you cannot even tell. It was so minute, but I was feeling really down after that. And also, Whenever my hair needs cutting, I get very distracted, and so anyway, I thought, right, I'm going to sort my life out. So after work on Friday, I went and had a haircut. I had the car cleaned. There's been this red little paint line on one of my doors for ages now. It's not me. Someone did it to me in a car park over a year ago. Got some T-cut. I buffed that out. buffed out some other scratches, as I say, cleaned the car, vacuumed inside. I thought I'm going to get my act together, right? Because I think I call it giving myself one of my famous talkings to. So I just thought, right, I'm sorting my life out. So got my hair cut, as I say, had a shower afterwards to get the hair out, sorted the car out, sorted the house out, blah, 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 blah. Ticked off a whole load of stuff and felt a hell of a lot better because of it. Just ready for the long weekend, because today's a bank holiday. So as I drive home now, it's about 5:25. It's the end of the weekend. It's Monday. It's the end of our long weekend. So back to work tomorrow. I would normally be driving in tomorrow, but my mother-in-law's dropping Anthony off at my house at 1 o'clock, so I need to be home. So I'm probably not going in anywhere this week, not to Horsham, not to London. So I just need to knuckle down and get some stuff done. I'm taking some stuff over from a guy. So yeah, that's what's happened. As you will have seen, I've done a few episodes of Total Ramblings this weekend. I did a Doctor Who review. I went out and flew the drone for a little bit because I knew it was going to be raining the next day. It's tradition, by the way, if you're not in the UK, it's tradition that it rains on a bank holiday weekend. It's the law, almost, in fact. So we've had lots of showers today on the Monday, which is, expected. Then, of course, I did the Lego review yesterday, which took longer than I expected. I mounted the camera, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, looking down, and it didn't want to do a time lapse because it said I could only do a time lapse with it stood up. So I literally filmed the whole thing, and the files were massive. And then, of course, I compressed them down to a couple of minutes. So I think the next time I shall mount the camera stood up, angle the gimbal down, and then just literally do a proper hyperlapse where it takes a photo every minute or so, and that will probably give me exactly the same effect with a much smaller file, probably save my battery. So yeah, these things are all works in progress, experiments, I've got no particular ambitions for this evening because I've got work tomorrow, except maybe obviously have my tea, maybe play a little bit of Fallout 4, I don't know yet. Done everything I wanted to do this weekend otherwise, so, there we go again, going to try and take it easy today, and I hope I can get through the rest of the week without hitting any other cars. So that's it really. Not much else to say. Had confirmation from the client I'm working with they want me to stay on, me and one other guy, so that's nice. Yeah. For some reason I ordered myself a grappling hook and it's now in the boot of my car, and I don't really know why I wanted it other than I thought it was cool. I thought maybe I'd carry it in my bag all the time, a bit like Ace from Doctor Who, but it's quite heavy and my bag's already quite heavy, so maybe I won't do that. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. What have you guys been up to? Let me know in the comments if you would, and yeah, have a very, very, very nice day whenever you watch this. If you're in the future, maybe you're watching this after a nuclear apocalypse. I can't think why. Maybe you are, I don't know. Don't know what the point I was making really was there. So it's probably best if I go away now. Bye. Got a bit of a postscript for you today, everybody. And I'm just filming this just because I thought it was cool. I mean, not cool, but also cool. Because it's been like this for a few days now, at least. And today, when I went to the hospital, there was a van parked here. And now, when I come home, there are temporary traffic lights blocking it off. And what we have here is a leak in the road. Although, when you see how it's bubbling up through the tarmac, I would prefer to think of it as some kind of dimensional anomaly, and that there is some kraken or other tentacled monster trying to burst through into our reality. Look at this. It's actually cracked the tarmac. There's obviously a water main under there. Listen to that. Proper cracking here. How cool. I mean, not cool, but also cool, right? A lot of water being wasted there. It's all the way up here as well. Look at that. I have to dig all this up and find out where it's coming from, I guess. I mean, I'm going to assume it's right here, but there's bubbles everywhere, man. Anyway, it's between two drains, so, you know, it's not flooding the whole road. Imagine if that had happened in winter, it will be iced up. Interesting, eh? What strange creature, monster, is trying to burst through? That's what I want to know. Anyway, it's quite enough of that. I'm going home again now. If you enjoy what I do here, although I can't think why, please remember to click the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. You might also want to check out my website, www.worldsbestestpoet.com, if you fancy a laugh.